We are living in a very mysterious universe, deep divers. Have you ever woken up one day and just say, there are things I don't know about. There are things that I know I don't know about. And there are things I don't know about. Life is a trip, deep divers. Peace, infinite waters, diving deep once again. Beautiful deep divers. We are out here in nature, baby. We've got a whole lot of space, deep divers. I've just been exercising like this. We're just, woo, breathing in that good ass prana, baby, in Jurassic Park. How's your day going, deep divers? I'm sending you tons of good ass energy. Take that, take that, take that. Now, 8 things only highly awake people will understand, understand, and overstand. Are you going through a spiritual awakening right now? Are you starting to realize that everything you thought you knew is actually up for questioning and life is not what it seems? Well, that's what the cat down the road is going through right now, deep divers. We ain't even had breakfast yet. Can I get a hello? Now, wonderful deep divers, let me share with you what's helped me along my journey. 8 things only highly awake people will understand, understand, and overstand, right? Now, right now on the planet, deep divers, I keep meeting people who are conscious, and consciousness means awareness. A lot of people have stopped drinking the Kool-Aid. What? Slow motion this side. And that's why so many people are waking up, finding their true power. Their third eye is open. They're moving from the 3rd dimension to the 5th dimension, and their life will never ever be the same again. A lot of celebrations happening right now. Now, the first thing only highly awake people will understand, understand, and overstand is that we have lived many lives. This is not the first time we have been on this planet. Oh, baby, deep divers. I know for a fact I've lived many lives. I've been here before. This place called planet Earth looks awfully familiar. I have a great recollection of my past life being in ancient Egypt. And this is what only highly awake people will understand, understand, and overstand, that one soul, many bodies. We are coming back to learn certain lessons. And in every incarnation, there are new lessons to learn. If we don't learn them, we have to come back again and relearn them. Like Marcus Aurelius said, what we do now echoes on into eternity. Slow motion this side. In ancient Egypt, they knew about reincarnation. They knew that souls were constantly incarnating to this planet to learn lessons. And this is what highly awake people know. Once again, consciousness means awareness. And the more you awaken from the deep sleep, the more you stop drinking the Kool-Aid, you have this awareness that there is so much happening on this planet, and a smoke screen has been created. What is a smoke screen? Where do we get this expression from? A smoke screen is a cloud created to conceal military operations. A cloud created to conceal military operations. And the whole world is a giant smoke screen. And that's why the ancients knew in the Indus Valley that it's the Maya. It's the illusion world. There is no world out there. The true world is within yourself. Can I get a hello? There. And that's why you had films like The Matrix, where Neo had to realize that he had to find who he was first before he could set himself free from the Matrix. You have to go on the journey within. That's what the Wizard of Oz was all about. Dorothy realized that the power was with her all along. In this Matrix, they have you externalizing your power. They have you looking outside of yourself, when actually the truth is within. Life is all about learning. That's what highly awake people understand, understand, and overstand. Not just learning by taking these matrix exams, no, learning more about who you really are. Who were you, deep divers, before the world told you who you were? Highly awake people know they've got to figure that out, right? They've got to figure that out, right? They are more than just this name they were given as a child. They are multidimensional beings. We are multidimensional beings, deep divers, having a human experience. This universe is a university. This is what only highly awake people will understand, understand, and overstand. That this universe is a university. This planet is a school of learning. We came here to learn different lessons, each one of us. I came back to learn lessons. The universe was like, Ralph, you better learn this time. I'm like, yes, universe. And that's why once you've learned a lesson, you can graduate to another lesson you need to learn until eventually you evolve and you transcend this dimension. Can I get a hello? There. And that's why there are levels to this shit. Not everybody's gonna make it. For a long time, I would scratch my head thinking, how come they don't get it? Then I realized the truth can't be told. It has to be realized. But ultimately, highly awake people realize they have lived many lives. So because of this, they have this remembrance of who they really are. Do you remember the time? Yes, deep divers, I remember the time when we were free, roaming around, stuffing loads of grapes in our mouth. Well, we're doing that right now again, right? Deep divers, what's the second thing? Oh, baby. Only highly awake people will understand, understand, and overstand. The whole world is a stage, and we are all actors. That's what Shakespeare said. Now, deep divers, do you know what a person is? Where it came from? It comes from the Greek per, which is through, sona, going to sound, sonus, right? So, through sound in ancient Greece, they had early forms of acting, the theater, right? And these actors would talk through a mask called a persona. And that's why they call you a person, because that's not actually who you really are. That's your straw man, that's your mask. What? Slow motion this side. Only highly awake people understand, understand, and overstand that they aren't this person. They aren't even this name. They are not a job. They are far greater than society's definitions of them. So, the whole world is a stage. What do we mean? That Everything is done by design in this matrix, because once again, there is the real world, which is inside of you, and there is the illusion world, which is outside there. And look at the music industry. Songs can go #1 if someone buys enough records, right? And the people who print the money can buy as many records as they want. So in other words, they can choose what is popular or not popular in the mainstream. So everything is done by design, right? So highly awake people know the game that is being played on the world stage, that it's all an illusion. It's all a load of BS, and it is BS this time, not belief systems. No, it's just BS, right? They realize that this whole world is a giant stage. And when you watch the news, you have to take everything with a grain of salt. Don't believe everything you read. Don't believe everything you see. Ever seen those 3 monkeys deep divers? See no evil, hear no evil, speak no evil. Highly awake people know all about that, because they realize that whatever they focus on, they give their energy to. That's why they call it paying attention. Oh my gosh, deep divers. Highly awake people know that there is his story and there is my story. The world stage has you focusing on his story, but it's not your story. And that's why people who focus on his story get caught up in the television, which tells lies to you visually. But what is my story? Highly awake people know they came here to know more about their story, going back to their past lives, what it is exactly they came here to do. The world stage can be seen even with politics. We often think Democrats, Republicans, when highly awake people know it's 2 sides of the same coin. Because whoever wins, they are still controlling you. And this goes back to the Anunnaki, who created human beings as a slave species. Highly awake people know that there are other entities in existence. Entities which can help humanity, and entities which seek to turn humanity into batteries and into slaves. The whole world is a stage. And because of this, highly awake people know that they can't trust everything they are seeing, because they are only seeing less than 1% of the electromagnetic spectrum, which is visible light. In fact, it's only 0.035%. We are practically blind in the universe. Slow motion this side. It's all scripted. From Hollywood films to what they say in the news, it's all scripted. And highly awake people know that it's all a script in this matrix. And the only way to get out of the script is to learn your own story. It's to stop wearing the mask on the stage, the persona, and actually tap into the real you, the true authentic you. This is where all the power lies. Woo! Deep divers. What is a third thing? Oh, baby. Only highly awake people will understand, understand, and overstand their entire life. Highly awake people know their entire life has been one big fat lie. And because of this, highly awake people spend a long time recovering from childhood trauma in the form of lies. Everything they know they were taught in school was a lie. And they are having to relearn everything. Deep divers, I had to relearn everything. That's why I changed my name from Ralph Smart to Infinite Waters. Can I get a hello? They know that everything is a lie. The world is built on a lie. What is this lie? This lie is to hide your true power away from you. Highly awake people know that all the power is within them. In other words, they know that they are co-creators and they can literally create worlds. They can create another universe. They can create anything they choose to when they put their mind to it. Most people go along with a lie. They just get a normal job and live a normal life. Highly awake people are like, ain't nobody got time for that. I came here to set myself free. And because of this, because highly awake people know that everything is a lie they were taught in the Matrix, they are on the quest for truth. And that's why many highly awake people have altered states of consciousness. They go on ayahuasca retreats. They breathe in that good ass prana, baby. They learn to not follow the crowd because the crowd is the Matrix, and they learn to have a mind of their own. They learn how to go into nature spaces to really find out who they really are, to listen to that still voice, that quiet voice inside of them, which is their higher self. And they reconnect back to their higher self. And that is the truth of who they really are. You see, this Matrix has a lot of people doing funny dances, not the samba, baby. Trying to compete with one another, trying to compare themselves to other people on social media. That's why so many people don't love themselves. They don't accept themselves. But highly awake people know that's only because you were told a lie. And that lie is that, hey, if you fit into this society, everything is going to be all gravy. In fact, it's the complete opposite. Highly awake people aren't concerned about fitting in because they know they came here to stand out. Oh, baby. Like the great Krishnamurti said, deep divers, it is no measure of health to be well adjusted to a profoundly sick society. It is no measure of health to be well adjusted to a profoundly sick society. So highly awake people are all about freeing themselves. Deep divers, what is the fourth thing only highly awake people will understand? Understand and overstand. A free mind is more precious than gold. A free mind is more precious than diamonds. A free mind is more precious than rubies. A free soul is more precious than gold. A free soul is more precious than diamonds. A free soul is more precious than rubies. Highly awake people know that the price of their soul is priceless, and therefore it's not up for sale in this Matrix. They protect their values and they keep their integrity. They only do something if their heart is in it. They don't do it for the money. They don't do it for the fame. They don't do it for the attention. They're not clout chasers because they know this is all an illusion. Deep divers, I make videos to help people, not for attention. And as a highly awake person myself, what I understand, and overstand is that the freedom I have right now, because I can say anything I want. However, deep divers, if I had sold my soul, signed on the dotted line, I wouldn't be able to say anything. What did Kanye West say on stage? I sold my soul to the devil for a crappy deal. At least it came with a few toys like a Happy Meal. Deep divers, I didn't sell my soul. And I didn't get a Happy Meal. I got a bunch of grapes instead. And that is far better because I can do what I want. I can express myself freely. Nobody is telling me what to say, what not to say. I'm a sovereign being. Highly awake people know, they understand, and overstand that the true sovereign kingdom has to be within yourself. What good is it, deep divers, if you gain all the riches in the world, only to lose your soul in the process. What? Slow motion this side. Deep divers. I love doing that. Deep divers. What is the fifth? Oh, you thought I was going to say baby. Baby. I did. The fifth thing only highly awake people will understand, understand, and overstand. 7-day vegan challenge. Food and consciousness are linked, intertwined. Deep divers, once I changed what I was consuming, putting into my mouth, my entire consciousness changed. The way I saw things changed. My reality changed for the better. The moment I went plant-based, I became more sensitive. I had a better life experience. I was happier, healthier, more energy. When I stuffed some carrots in my mouth, some celery, some guava, some grapes, some coconuts, I started to glow. I started to feel better, but also I started to think with more clarity. I started to ask questions like, who are we? How did we get here as human beings? When did we get here? Critical thinking. Pineal gland activation. Pineal gland activation. But deep divers, when I was eating junk food, I was fast asleep. When I was drinking the Kool-Aid, I was fast asleep. Not awakening to my true greatness. Highly awake people understand, and overstand that as you begin to take care of your health, once you are eating to live, the doors of abundance open up for you. Deep divers, a little experiment for you. Go into the local supermarket and just notice that everything pretty much has dairy in it, right? And this is part of the dairy agenda. And highly awake people can see through this. They're like, oh, I get it. Because the moment you stop, once again, consuming animal products, you get a whole new reality, a whole new way of life. And that's why everything is meat-based, dairy-based. However, it's changing. As we are approaching the age of Aquarius, so many people are going plant-based. That's why even these fast food joints are like, hey, we better get a veggie burger. And that's not even a veggie burger. We don't know what the hell that is. Like, what the hell is that? Nobody knows, right? But a lot of people are starting to realize, like, wait a minute, what we do to animals is also being done to us, karmically. Therefore, because energy can never be destroyed, highly awake people know we have to respect all life forms on the planet. Animals are sentient beings. In fact, animals are our teachers as well. And we have to honor them. We have to respect them. We have to love them. If you love your dog, ladies, fellas, you gotta love the cow down the road as well. Highly awake people respect all life forms on the planet, because if you butcher an animal, torture it, that same energy is being transferred into your DNA. And now you wonder why so many people are angry, depressed, full of hurt, because that's what you're doing to every other life form on the planet. What goes around comes around. It's like a boomerang. Whoa! Highly awake people choose to honor life at every moment. Deep divers, what is a sixth? Oh, baby, thing. Only highly awake people will understand, understand, and overstand that they are architects of their own reality. Highly awake people know that nobody is stopping, nobody is stopping them from becoming what they want to be. They came here to shine, and they can shine. Nobody can get in the way of what is destined to be. Highly awake people realize and recognize their power, that they are creator gods, that they are co-creators, that they can create out of thin air, that they are architects of their own reality. And because of this, that means they can literally do anything. Anything. Okay? Highly awake people have self-love. Now, deep divers, you already know that they have taken away the Instagram like bar. Oh no, Ralph, where did my likes go? Highly awake people don't care about likes. Why? Because they like themselves. Slow motion this side. Little humor for you deep divers, right? They know they can literally go anywhere, become anything. The only thing in their way is their beliefs. And because of this, highly awake people understand their true power of manifestation. Most people think that it's impossible for them to do something. Highly awake people know that anything is possible. In fact, if you look at impossible, it says, I'm possible. Deep divers, what is a seventh? Oh, baby, thing. Only highly awake people will understand, and overstand. Highly awake people experience oneness within everything. They experience the oneness in everything. Highly awake people know that separation is the greatest illusion ever created. You see, how they keep you trapped in the matrix is by separation. I've got more money than you. I've got more likes than you. No, you don't, because they took that feature off. Okay? I got a better car than you. Status, right? I wear better clothes than you. No, you don't. Ego, that's the ego, right? And that's why so many people are perplexed in the matrix, confused in the matrix, and hurting in the matrix because of this competition, which is born out of the ego. Highly awake people know they always have to bring it back into the heart. It doesn't mean that highly awake people are always saints. It's just that they refuse to accept this superficial lifestyle, and they crave more depth, more substance, and they notice the interconnectedness between everything, that it's only one. Most people were led to believe that from childhood there are different races, right? That's all an illusion. There is only energy. Only highly awake people will know this, that we are only energy. There are different manifestations of that energy, different shades and tones, but we are all energy. Everybody bleeds red. Highly awake people know this. That's why they don't debate about which race is better than the other race or none of that stuff. Which nationality is better than another nationality. That's all the illusion in the matrix. And that's why highly awake people, deep divers, are so free. They're like, whoa, I'm so free. What is the eighth? Oh, baby. Thing only highly awake people will understand, and overstand. The symbolism within everything. Did you get your 1111 call today, deep divers? Highly awake people know that if they see 1111, it's for a reason. They know that there are no accidents or coincidences in this universe. Everything is happening in divine order. And they know if they are seeing 1111, that means they are in divine alignment with their true purpose. Most people will see 1111 and think, oh, it's just some numbers. No, highly awake people, only they understand and overstand that everything is symbolic. Everything, within everything, there is a deeper meaning, a hidden meaning. And they have learned how to decode this hidden meaning. They realize that the time they were born is symbolic. Where they were born is symbolic for what they have to do on the planet. The time they were born is symbolic. Who they were born to, the family they were born into, is symbolic for who they are going to become in this lifetime, in this incarnation, for what they signed up for. They realize everything is deeply symbolic. So there you have it, deep divers. Let me know, because you're a highly awake person, being, what you understand, understand, and overstand. And deep divers, highly awake people are just like this. Feels so good to be alive, baby. Can I get a hello? Beautiful deep divers, we're just, woo, breathing in that good ass prana, baby. Have a beautiful day, deep divers. Shout out to everybody. Oh, ooh, we got the sweater on deck. Who's been rocking the amazing good ass prana shirts at ralphsmart.com/close. Got a question for me, deep divers? Add me on Instagram at Infinite Waters. And the model search is on. If you are a sexy ass model, woo, with a lot of heart, add me on Instagram at Infinite Waters. Check out the new book, Deep Divers, for more information like this. Feel Alive by Ralph Smart on Amazon. Have a beautiful day, deep divers. Peace. Infinite Waters, diving deep once again. Stay well, stay healthy. Peace. I'm just doing my thing, just woo, getting high off that good ass prana, baby. Oh yes. Peace.